Hundreds of Warren residents braved the heat to show their support for police and fire. Hello, everyone. I'm Lori Erla.
And I'm Ron Hilliard. Residents had the opportunity to meet public service officers during Warren's Police and Fire Open House on Sunday.
You're just doing a really good job. Thank you for sacrificing your life.
In spite of a little rain, families showed up at the Warren Police Department to show support and to meet first responders. The City of Warren Police and Fire Open House gave the community a glimpse into the duties and responsibilities of emergency personnel. In the wake of protests surrounding police around the country, Police Commissioner Jerry Green says the open house is especially beneficial.
I think this is an important way to respond. It's been a lot of tragic events in the last month. But to be honest with you, the support from the community has been overwhelming. And from the vendors in the city, we've had food, lunch, and dinner here constantly for the last 2 weeks. So the community, there's way more support than we see on a daily basis. I think we're only seeing the bad stuff. So it's gratifying and refreshing for the troops to see that. And this is just another way that we can enjoy like a regular day. A day like Skip will tell you where there's not an emergency reason that we're there. There's not a catastrophe. People aren't sad. There's not a death. It's just a day to enjoy having hot dogs and drinking a pop.
Fire Commissioner Skip McAdams agrees.
It's an opportunity for us as a department to meet and greet with the citizens and interact with them in a non-life-threatening way. Most of the times we meet with the citizens, it's a bad thing going on, either an EMS emergency or a fire incident. So for us, it's an opportunity to meet the children, to meet the adults, and interact in a way that we just get to know each other. And they get to see what we do, and we get to show them what we're doing. And there's no threat of somebody dying or something tragic happening for them.
It helps the department show the citizens actually what they get for their tax money. We have a lot of different specialty teams and just all the things that we do as a fire department, different than a lot of other departments. So it helps us showcase our guys and the special skills that they do have.
The fire department offered several demonstrations, including a smokehouse to learn about fire safety, vehicle extrications using heavy equipment such as the jaws of life, and using a fire hose.
I will say it's heavy, but it's pretty fun. I would definitely have kids try it.
12-year-old Matthew Talbert says people need to experience the open house.
Come next time. Very fun. You get a bunch of stuff, free food, you get to see SWATs and all that. And thank you for the people who came out, and thank you especially from my heart. Thank you to the men and women that are in the service right now.
The city's first joint police and fire open house featured music and free food. Other free gifts included bicycle helmets, gun safety locks, child safety ID kits, and weather radios. The police offered an inside look in squad cars, SWAT equipment, and people enjoyed driving simulators and a tour of the police headquarters. Open house visitor Sarah Lovett says she attended the open house because she plans to become a police officer.
I was going to be an attorney, and I got 3 years into college and just actually switched. This is my second year now in the law enforcement program, and it's so much more interesting and to help people instead of be on the other side of the law.
The City of Warren put on the event with the support of Mayor Jim Fouts, Fire Commissioner McAdams, Police Commissioner Green, and several community sponsors.
Companies that helped out here, Value Fresh, Walmart, Home Depot, McDonald's, Sundance Beverages, Little Caesars, and St. John Macomb Hospital.
The open house was a group effort that offered a simple reminder.
All childs can do everything what they want.
Reporting from the City of Warren Police and Fire Open House, Ron Hilliard, TV Warren News. Warren residents are making the best of these sweltering dog days of summer. TV Warren's Derek Jones is at Stillwell Manor, where folks are mixing and mingling at the annual senior picnic.
Hi, I'm Derek Jones reporting here in Warren at Stillwell Manor, and we're here for the annual senior picnic, and things are getting underway. Let's take a look.
From hot dogs to hamburgers to, yes, even fruit ambrosia salad were on the menu for this annual picnic. Seniors from Stillwell came together this past Wednesday to keep cool, get full, and just relax with their neighbors.
It's important for everybody to get together, have a good time, talk to one another, get out and socialize.
We're having here at Stillwell Manor, Joseph Coach, our annual senior picnic. I think it's one of the best things that can happen for our residents. It gives them the time to come out, relax, let their hair down, and really enjoy themselves. And the food is excellent. Our staff is doing an awesome job here. So I'm sorry that everyone is out there, you missed it, but next year we'll love to see you.
This annual picnic at Stillwell Manor will be back next year, same time and place, bringing together Warren's senior citizens for a fun-filled day of food and socializing. Derek Jones, TV Warren News.
Warren firefighters are recognizing local businessman Matty Maroon for his ongoing support. Firefighters stopped by Centra, Maroon's Warren-based North American trucking network, to present him with an honorary helmet.
On behalf of the Warren Firefighters and the Warren Firefighters Fund Association, Matty Maroon and Central Transport have been big supporters of our department and our Fireman's Fund for years. And in gratitude for him, we just presented him with this helmet today to Matty Maroon in the office here, and we just wanted to show our thanks to him and of his support for the Warren Fire Department.
Maroon owns Centra, the holding company which controls the Ambassador Bridge. It's the only private ownership of a border crossing between the U.S. and Canada.
Do you know the best way to care for your lawn during these hot summer months? Members of the Clinton River Watershed Council say homeowners are applying fertilizers and pesticides when their lawns don't even need it. TV Warren's Clinica McCall has more.
In the summer, everyone loves a green lawn. We reconnect with Program Coordinator Abby Lane and Field and Program Assistant Eric Deasing with the Clinton River Watershed Council to discuss ways to keep the environment safe and your lawn green. One important factor to keep in mind is that you might be over-fertilizing your lawn.
So over-fertilizing occurs when a resident fertilizes their lawn and they're not aware of the proper levels of fertilizer they should be putting on their lawn. So the three main nutrients that we look for in a fertilizer is nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. So when we're looking at a fertilizer, we want to make sure that we are fertilizing appropriately according to the nutrients our lawn needs. One thing to keep in mind in terms of the effects of having excess fertilizer on your property is that when we have excess fertilizer on our lawns, it means that our lawns aren't absorbing all of that fertilizer. So when it rains, that fertilizer that's left over runs off the property and into our storm drains. So when we get these excess nutrients in our waterways through that rain runoff, it actually creates excess plant growth. So we have things like algae growing in our waterways, which is really detrimental to our water quality.
If you think fertilizing your lawn needs to happen on a frequent basis, Deasing lets us know that it might not be as frequent as you think.
We recommend twice a year. You can do it up to 3 times a year and that'll be okay, but you don't really want to increase it past 3 times. That's about as much nutrients as your lawn will need, and you will actually be able to see a difference in the growth.
If you have questions about the health of your lawn, the Clinton River Watershed Council suggests you get a soil test.
So a soil test, what it is it's basically taking a small sample of your lawn or soil and testing it for all the different nutrients and metals and things like that are present within the soil. It'll tell you the different levels of each one, whether it's healthy or too much or too little. The Michigan State University Extension is one of the best places you can go to have this done. You can reach them by going to their website or also getting in touch with some of your local organizations like the CRWC. We will be able to direct you.
Lane lets us know what we should look for when choosing the correct fertilizer.
Really, the two main things you want to look out for is a low or no phosphorus level in your fertilizer and a slow release nitrogen. So when you're looking at the numbers on your fertilizer bag, that first number is corresponding to your nitrogen levels. The second number is the phosphorus. So you want to look for either a 0 or a very low number like a 2, for example, for your phosphorus levels.
The easiest way to have a healthier lawn is to listen to what your lawn is saying.
If it looks green, if it looks healthy, if things are growing, then you probably don't need to add that extra fertilizer. If you think that it looks a little brown or maybe something's not growing to how you want it to be, then I would tell you get a soil test first. Make sure you can determine what it actually needs, because that can drive what you're going to go out and buy.
For more information on lawn care, go to crwc.org. Clinica McCall, TV Warren News.
The City of Warren sponsored another free document shredding day at City Hall last weekend. Residents brought boxes full of old bank statements, canceled checks, tax returns. Shredding personal documents is a great way to protect yourself from identity theft. The shredding was done by Shred It Document Destruction Services.
TV Warren's Paul Smith joins us from All About Animals Rescue in Warren. Welcome, Paul.
Hello, my name is Paul Smith. I'm here with TV Warren, and this is the TV Warren News Pet of the Week, Jinx the cat. He's a 3-year-old boy, and I have Catherine Garrett with me to talk about how you can adopt him today. So, Catherine, can you tell me a little bit more about All About Animal Rescue and how you can adopt this cat?
Absolutely. All About Animals Rescue, we've actually been here for 10 years now, and we exist so that we can help prevent the suffering of animals by preventing pet overpopulation. We provide really super affordable spay-neuter and wellness care here. And Jinx is, like you said, 3 years old. He's a domestic short hair, beautiful boy. We'd love to see him in a great home. And adoption is very easy. You can reach us, put in an application for him. We'll learn a little bit about you. You can learn a little bit more about him and get to meet him.
So can you tell me about the cat's history and where it came from and how it's All About Animal Rescues?
Yes, he actually ended up being surrendered by his owner, and he came in with another kitty that we'd love to find a home for as well, named Tiny. They both came in. Unfortunately, she had had him for a year and developed allergies and had had her other kitty for quite longer. So they're both here now looking for that loving forever home, and Jinx could live another 17 years.
And just seeing him just while we're setting this up, he's a really playful cat, meowing, talking to you. So shots, adoption fee, what can we know about that?
The adoption fee for cats is $75, and we actually have a great program where if you adopt 2 cats at the same time, then it's just $75 for the both of them.
Oh, wow.
That includes they are sterilized, microchipped, fully vaccinated for rabies and distemper, and tested negative for feline leukemia and AIDS as well. And he and his brother happened to be declawed. They came in that way. Certainly not something that we would recommend someone do, but they are declawed as well.
Right, it's almost like you're taking away something from the cat there. It's like part of them,
It is. It's actually like removing the first digit of your finger, and it ends up being very painful for the cats and can cause a lot of litter box issues later on. Now, I will say that we've had no litter box issues here, but it's just not something that is the right thing to do. People don't realize how awful it really is for the animal.
So if we wanted to adopt Jinx today, how could we contact you or All About Animal Rescue?
You can easily get a hold of us on our website, allaboutanimalsrescue.org. Just click on the adoption tab at the top and you'll find all the information you need.
Thank you so much. So once again, this is Jinx the cat. He's 3 years old. And if you'd like to find out more about him, allaboutanimalrescue.org. And I'm Paul Smith with TV Warren News. Back to you guys.
Our senior correspondent Joan Flynn joins us in studio now with her senior report.
And I hear we're talking concerts and movies. Welcome, Joan.
Thanks, Ron and Lori. And it's summertime, and music, music, music is in the air at Warren City Hall. So come on downtown to Warren and bring your chair, your blanket, and your dancing shoes because they dance on the grass. Or just sit and listen to the Concerts on the Square 2016. The Warren Culture Center has spread the news all over Warren. It's on Facebook, the community calendar, the Warren Weekly, and in the Newsbeat, there's a whole page here, page 9, and I'm telling you, so it's no secret. So get your dancing shoes on and come on down and listen. What about the movies? There's movies held too at City Square, but they're every other Thursday. And I don't know about if it rains. I know the concerts, if it rains, they move them inside, but I don't know about the movies. I'm sure it will tell me on page 9 of the Warren Newsbeat. So shuffle on down to Warren City Hall and have a good time, July 31st and all August on Sundays at 7 o'clock. Talk to you later. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Joan.
And actually, later on in the newscast, we're going to see a little bit more of Joan out on the golf course, and that's coming up in sports.
Looking forward to that. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for the city of Warren.
We'll be right back with community calendar and sports, so stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Kevin Borsey, Emergency Manager for the City of Warren Police Department. Extremely high temperatures are expected in the next few days. I urge Warren residents to prepare and stay protected during the extreme heat. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water. Limit vigorous activities. Try to plan outdoor activities during morning or evening hours to avoid the hottest part of the day. Also, check on elderly family members or neighbors. For more information, go to the website located on your screen.
Welcome back to your TV Warren News. I'm Nick Candela. Now, the City of Warren has plenty of events going on all the time. And luckily for you, we have those events in a little segment we like to call the Community Calendar. Let's take a look. Concerts at the Square continues this Sunday, July 31st. Concerts are Rain or Shine and begin at 7 p.m. This week's performer is the Rhythm Society Orchestra. Movies at the Square comes back on Thursday, August 11th. The movie being played is Minions. Activities start at 7 p.m. and the movie begins at dusk. Please remember to bring a chair or a blanket. City Square is located on Van Dyke, north of 12 Mile. Warren Parks and Recreation hosts Music at the Market. Enjoy live music at the Warren Farmers Market on Sundays beginning at noon. This week's performer is the Grosse Pointe Lakeshore Barbershop Chorus. For more information on the Farmers Market, call 586-268-8400. And now a few save the dates and friendly reminders. Be sure to go out and vote on Tuesday, August 2nd, and enjoy Warren Civic Theater's presentation of Beauty and the Beast beginning August 5th. Save the dates. As always, if you have any events that you would like to see on the community calendar, feel free to toss me an email at tvwarren@cityofwarren.org. That's going to wrap things up for me, Nick Candela, with this week's community calendar.
Thanks, Nick. Well, you see her on Life is Good and also delivering her senior reports on the news. We recently caught up with Warren's Senior Outreach Coordinator, Joan Flynn, as she was getting in her weekly round of golf.
Every Thursday morning at Maple Lane Golf Club, you will find the very active 85-year-old Flynn and many other local seniors teeing it up in the Warren Parks and Rec 60 and older Senior Golf League.
There's about 32 on the league, and they're not all from Warren. They're from Sterling and St. Clair Shores, but the majority are from Warren. And I've been golfing on this league for, I think it's 3 or 4 years. I used to golf with my husband, and he passed away, and now my sons. I have 3 sons that live here in the area, Michael, Matthew, and Patrick, and they take turns golfing with me. So it's something for me to do. It's exercise for me, mentally and physically.
Joan's son, Michael Bosenberry, is also a member of the Golf League.
Even though I'm a young 60-year-old, I've gotten my butt whipped a few times by older, both women and men, because they have a handicap score and make it fair for everybody to, have a chance to beat your opponent.
We got one guy that's 92, I think, and he walks.
It's nice to be out here with my mom, in this. You're doing so much stuff in your other world that it's nice to be out to just spend some time, a good 2 or 3 hours with her, and I look forward to many more years of that.
The league runs from May to September and is always looking for new players.
If there's any seniors there, come on down, because it's only $16 for 9 holes with cart. So that's pretty reasonable.
And remember, as Joan always says, life is good in Warren.
Well, some great words of wisdom. Joan and the rest of those seniors, a true inspiration to all of us. Well, with the start of high school football getting closer, that also means the return of the All Live Sports Line. So Sportsline is back August 15th with our high school football schedule premiere show. The following week, August 22nd at 7 p.m. will be Sportsline's high school football preview show as we break down and analyze each of our Warren area teams' outlook for the 2016 season. That'll do it for sports. We'll send it back over to Ron and Lori.
Thanks, Denver. A lot of great things happening this week.
Absolutely, and our own Joan Flynn looking good out on the golf course.
That's it for this episode of TV Warren News. Remember, if you have any story ideas or tips, email us at tvwarrennews@yahoo.com or watch us on cityofwarren.org.
And you can also check us out on social media at facebook.com/tvwarren. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.